I laughed because you're here. I'm sorry, that was too much.
Did I miss something?
Go. Go.
I have an actual question. Like,
God.
it,
Yeah,
it's
I'm ready for it.
it's a gay question.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said, oh, God.
Because you know how I ran some of my like jokes by you, to see if they're offensive. How do they make the decision on who's giving and who's taking? Is that something that you is like discussed, or is that something that you just know going in?
The bitchier dude usually
So it's
takes
like-
it, right?
Well, okay.
The
So
more feminine, I guess.
So
you could
think
say.
about it like this, like a lot of people go into the bedroom like you're either a dominant or you're submissive. Like you either like the woman to take control and be on top and do whatever,
For sure.
do acrobatics, or some dudes like to put in all the work, let the woman just fucking lay there.
Yep.
So in that sense, you kind of know what you're going to go into before you get into the bedroom. In
Okay.
that sense, like, well, especially with the ease of access with technology, like Grindr, you put it in your profile.
I was about to say you showed
Even
me
Tinder.
that shit. There was
Even Tinder still do, like some people will do that. They'll put
the gays are
bottom
very
first.
open about what they like. Let's
Okay.
just say. Right?
Have you ever ran into the incident where you're both like you both pull
No.
out and you're just both like, oh
Wait,
no, I would no, not
the
like
same
pull
time?
pull your
Oh.
dick out and you're just both like turn around.
I'm like they're
Oh.
fucking at the same
no,
time. I'm so
no.
confused.
Oh.
So I would say
Double
I would
pump?
say that era was probably around like the 90s before like people had that like,
Okay.
technology,
Yeah.
because usually people talk about it way before.
Okay.
Like most
That
of
makes
the time.
sense.
Unless it's like a person to person interaction, like oh you meet up with this guy at the bar and then all of a sudden you guys go, but like
Probably talk about that even on the way home. Trying to fuck or get fucked, dog. What's good?
you can kind of tell by like the hand movements, like if you know if the dude's trying to put his arm over your shoulders, like, he's
okay.
probably going to be more, not always, like,
But more than
you know,
likely be
It's a
more
good guess.
dominant.
It's a good way to guess.
Okay.
Right?
So
Throw-
there's signs before.
I was
Okay.
just about to say some signs. The signage.
Fascinating.
Got to pay attention to.
Sorry, I
I'm
just
sure.
I didn't mean to like. I didn't hope I didn't offend you or anything, but
oh,
I can tell that you're offended.
It was like, how do you tell? How do you
The
make a
fuck
girl
outta
know
here.
that you want the pussy? Right? You put your arm around him. You kind of snuggle him up. They're not gonna fucking start doing that.
Yeah, I am man. You are woman.
Yeah.
I must poke you.
Yeah,
Poke,
okay.
poke, poke.
Fucking poke.
I'll keep my
poke.
mouth shut.
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day to ya.
Yeah, right. Happy
Happy
St.
St.
Patrick's
Patrick's Day
Day
to
to
ya.
everybody out here. Cheers.
Got that.
Which is a Christian
Cheers.
holiday,
Yeah.
so I don't really give a fuck.
I don't call it a
Catholic
Christian
holiday.
holiday. It's a drinking
I thought
holiday.
it was when they celebrated Christianity in Ireland.
St. Patrick.
That's Catholicism.
Was it St. Patrick drove out the snakes
Oh,
or something
yeah.
like that?
That's.
I think so, yeah.
That
think it was
seems
that.
So obvious that
Yeah.
I should have.
He drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Either way,
Out
the
the
Catholic
middle aisle.
fuckers, fuck them too.
Hey,
Sorry,
you know,
buddy.
hey, dude.
Fuck you, the church.
That fuck. It's the cult. It's cult like tendencies. You know, they literally. Like I was just talking to those kind of people at the bar. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, why do you dress so flamboyantly and like unique, right? That's literally the question they asked me. I was like, because like my whole life up until high school, I'm wearing fucking khakis and a white shirt. Oh, do you want to wear the blue shirt today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that whole time through Catholic school, they are trying to suppress your uniqueness so hardcore, dude. They just want you to be like everybody else. You're a God-fearing
That's
Christian.
what catechism is all about, too.
Yeah, and then you're confirming to the fucking faith and confirming to the cult. And it's like, bro, you can believe in whatever you want to believe. There is a God. There's a Jesus was whatever. God is there. There's something up there. Whatever you want to call it. Don't fucking take away people's uniqueness because you want to push a...
Watch your fucking language. This is a family podcast.
Sorry. But you feel me though? You don't want to push,
Yeah.
take away people's uniqueness and what makes people just so they can be zombies in your cult army.
Yeah.
Like, and that's literally what they did. It's literally what they did. You get two sets of choices. You get blue pants or khaki pants. You get a white shirt or a blue shirt. You
Columbia blue, too.
remember, like I was telling you, you don't put your butt on the pew. You sit up like a man and you pray to Jesus like every other God-fearing Catholic in this motherfucker.
I was asked to the pew for
Same.
for the what was it? The
Baptism.
baptism. Yeah.
Had to be done. I told you, I was like, fuck that. I've asked to pew 24/7.
Asked to pew 24/7. That's funny.
If God really was all forgiving, you think putting your ass on the pew is really? You think He gives a fuck?
He made our asses fat and our knees bony for a reason.
Exactly, bro.
Let me sit on that ass.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Hey, I always thank you for coming to that, though. Because, right, I might not be all believing in all the Catholic Christian stuff, right? But I'm like, you know what? If it is that simple to get up into heaven and all you got to do is just take a quick bath when you're young, let's make, I'm not going to be up in heaven with everybody else that got baptized with me and then look at my one kid and go, shit, should have got him. And he's not up here with us. I'm like, whoops.
So like the way
See, that's all I had to do.
well, that's interesting. So like the way that I was raised, like baptism is cool, but it's not what saves you.
Yeah, Catholics. That's what gets you into heaven is because without baptism you have original sin on you, and if you have original sin and that is not wiped away by the ritual of baptism, you're fucking locked out.
Okay,
So like you're a dirty pervert.
What makes the baptism so like special? Like what?
John the Baptist. It was back in the day. It was like an Old Testament like.
I think it's New Testament.
I'm saying it was practiced from the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Where people would wash themselves clean.
Okay,
washing of
River
the feet,
So
washing of the feet, stuff like that.
The whole process
It
of
was
the
a ceremony,
baptism.
if anything.
Okay,
ceremonial.
it's just a representation of something. It's not like actually something is not happening to them.
Yep.
They're just
In the sense of
pretending
the
like,
Holy Spirit realm,
I'm part of you now.
In the sense of the Holy Spirit realm, that your sins are being washed off you.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, it's the belief of it, like
Okay.
There's, they use the water. It's very cleansing water. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my mom's got holy water from Yugoslavia, for real. So get this. My parents could not have a baby, right? Specifically, could not have a baby, Bogues.
Okay.
They went to the doctor. The doctor specifically said,
Get some holy water?
Your eggs are allergic to his sperm. You physically cannot have a baby. Your body's killing off everything that comes in you. Get it? Comes in you. Right? Right. Okay. Crazy though, right?
Yeah.
So they go to you. They try everything, right? And this is years. They're like 32, 33. So they're getting up there. They got married like I think 24, 26. So they're together for a few years. Back then you have kids a little earlier.
yeah.
So I think they're like 32, 33, and they can't have a kid, right? None of us are around, and they go to Yugoslavia, which is like a very holy place in the Catholic religion, right? And they go to this church. They do all the sightseeing. They pray. They actually talk to like a priest. They talk to I think like a deacon over there too. Mm-hmm. And the one that's above the priest. I forget if a deacon's under or above. I think the one that's above the priest. Cardinal, maybe.
No, the kids are under the priest.
Zinger.
Archbishop?
No, Archbishop's higher up. I think it's a cardinal. It's either a deacon or a cardinal. But regardless. So they talk to him. They do a whole church out in Yugoslavia. And the whole church is like for them. They blessed them. They gave them holy water. They blessed my mom. They blessed my dad. I was literally conceived in Yugoslavia.
What?
Isn't that crazy? I was conceived in Yugoslavia, and in the scriptures that they were reading, they're like, you will name this kid John. And my mom's like, can we do the middle name?
Damn.
And the priest was cool as shit. He's like, it don't matter. He's like, don't take it too literal. As long as it's in there, you're good. So Michael John. But yeah, I was conceived in Yugoslavia after years of not being able to do anything, after years of the doctors literally telling my mom that her body kills off. She's allergic to my dad, basically. And then they had 3 kids. Like that. Bam, 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 bam. Kind of crazy, right?
That's crazy.
What do you think of that one?
The world is filled with coincidences.
Right, though.
But,
Right, though.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Believe what you want to believe.
It's interesting.
Maybe your dad finally got to just relax for once.
It's very tense, man.
You know what I mean? Maybe he got to relax.
True. I also think, almost like with the law of attraction, like how the universe works, right? It's like they believed so much that the universe made it work. Like it was the belief, and maybe that's where
for sure
things happen, and
like it's self-manifestation or something,
right? And maybe that explains some of these miracles and stuff. Like there's just such crazy belief, and it's gonna or belief in themselves, belief that it's gonna happen, that it actually fucking happens. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys hear about the shit that happened at the Avril Lavigne or with the Avril Lavigne shit. She was like announcing something at an awards ceremony, and some chick came on stage.
She came on stage.
No hesitation.
Okay,
She
continue.
came on stage completely topless with like words written all over her and shit. Like
What'd it say?
she was like an activist. It was like
Just for research, can we see the picture?
Yeah, I'm actually looking it up. What should I look up? Avril Lavigne? Boobs?
Scratch that.
Boobs? Avril Lavigne boobs?
Ceremony boobs.
Activist. Avril Lavigne.
Avril
activist.
Lavigne.
Oh yeah, and then this was the best part about it. Avril Lavigne looked at her and she's like, get the fuck off. And she goes, and then she looks at her again and goes, get the fuck off, bitch, and goes, flicks her tits.
She flicked her tits.
Yeah,
Titty
dude.
flick. It's a quick
the
titty flick.
best.
Boop.
Oh, okay.
So she didn't even slap her.
So
She just
here-
slapped her titties.
There's the chick. You might be able to scroll down and see the video. I'll put the
I think
video.
I've seen a screenshot of this shit.
Yeah, I'll put
Not the video.
on the pod.
No, put the whole video.
See if there's a.
Let's see if I can find one too.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's the ad.
Yeah, I'll find it.
I think it's gonna come on after that ad.
No.
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 Oh, Mr. Batman.
Oh, Avril Lavigne's probably been waiting so long to flick.
Dude,
a
just
titty.
the way she flicked him.
She's flicked a titty.
She goes, get the fuck off, bitch, and flicked him.
Doo-doo.
Okay, I saw it on Loudwire. Shouts out Loudwire. Go to Loudwire.
Loudwire.
Yeah.
Classic. Bro, that's classic. That's like the shit I used to listen to. Like, damn, that's classic.
I will find it. We'll take a brief
Never
pause
mind.
while I find it.
It was Livewire.
LimeWire. Remember that shit?
Livewire. But I remember LimeWire. Dude, so much porn on that thing.
So much fun.
There was so much music, and then there was like 1 minute.
Well, I think this is for Willow Project.
Dude,
Willow.
after like what it was like after like 1 year after this day, you start downloading all the music and you're just getting porn. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get 50 Cent. I'm a hustler or in the club. Shawty go.
Okay, I think I
what
got
you
it.
need?
Yep,
And all of a
this
sudden you
is
get
the
like
article.
50 Cent fucking some like,
Oh, yeah, you get like the wrong thing.
bro, it was
going.
all porn.
Okay.
Everything. LimeWire. Shout out.
LimeWire was nuts.
Right though.
Dude, you could download
So here's
full ass porn.
Oh,
here's
crazy
the
shit,
first
dude.
video.
Ah, you slapped the piss out of it.
She did not flick. She swatted.
That thing went. That thing went.
That was a fly on a wall swat.
Yeah, that was a good one. She really gave her. I thought it was like a flick. She really slapped that titty, bro.
Yeah,
She
dude.
slapped that titty. Avril Lavigne is a titty slapper. Wow.
Dude, she's kind of a badass how she handled
Seemed
that.
like a Canadian award show.
Oh, that was a perfect.
Probably.
That was a perfect way to handle it.
Now I gotta
perfect way
find
to
out.
handle it.
Yeah, she's like, get the fuck up, bitch.
Plays with the girls' titties. Motorboat.
She's like,
chick,
nice.
Get the fuck up.
Like, I'm not a fan of the saggage here. Can you get the fuck off the stage? If you had some Pam boobs, I'd let you stay, but you just look like shit. So get the fuck.
It's called the Juno Awards.
Juno.
Yeah, it's
Canadian?
probably Canadian.
Should we look it up?
It's gotta be
should probably
Canadian.
look it
Nah, let's leave it ambiguous.
It's
Juno
gotta
World.
be Canadian.
Juno World.
Do you remember that one movie? What was it?
Saskatchewan.
Juno Awards.
Saskatchewan.
You put out to Saskatchewan, no?
Hello, ladies.
The nominees this year
Hey,
were
shut the
10
fuck
champions of
up.
our art.
2 champions of titty art.
That's not it. The Juno Awards.
What are they? You could have just asked what.
Here are some
Juno?
details.
That's what it's called, right?
What?
Just
Yeah,
Juno.
it's in Alberta.
what
It's
it's
a
called.
music
Pregnant
awards
chick.
ceremony from
Weird movie.
This
It's-
now a dude. Ellen Page.
I forgot you the dude now.
What's his name now?
What was
Why
his
is that
name?
funny?
It's, because it's fucking hilarious, bro. She was the one playing the fucking pregnant girl in Juno, and now she's a man.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, for sure.
Elliot Page is her new name.
Elliot Page.
Elliot. Shouts out Elliot.
Elliot Page.
Just got a hammer.
She cut her tits off, didn't she?
He did. He
Hey,
does
whoa.
not have tits.
What does that mean?
What?
What do you, they cut them off?
She cut her tits off.
How did
He
cut her
does not
tits
have
off.
tits anymore. He does
did
not have tits.
did she have tits?
She had tits, yes.
Because I thought she didn't have many.
They-
Many?
They weren't huge.
No, they were not big.
So what do they do? Do they just like how do they?
Breast augmentation.
Bullshit. They take a fucking hot knife, torch that motherfucker and go, shing.
No, they do not. They take an auger.
Oh my god.
That's only for the dick operations. I'm kidding, I'm
They
sorry.
take an auger and remove the breast tissue. And
What's an
then,
auger?
Okay.
Like some type of apparatus that pulls the fat out. Like, you know, like it's not the exact same style, but like, you know how like there's an
Liposuction?
auger, kind of,
Yeah.
but it's augmentation, removing the fat and breast tissue that's in there.
Okay.
So like people, even like guys go through breast augmentation,
Like an auger for ice.
kind of, but they don't look the exact same.
Different.
That
Same idea, different thing.
it's an auger, but it's a dirt auger. It's augmenting the dirt.
Mhm.
It's not like the design of that is not considered an auger. if that
Okay.
makes sense.
I
It's
feel
just
you.
the drill head.
I feel you.
But yeah, that's a dirt auger.
So they literally be drilling their titties?
No.
No?
Yeah, here tit
You're
drilling.
closer with liposuction.
Okay, lipo, yeah. Because you said the drill was the auger, so I'm like, damn, they're using
They
this-
go in and actually physically
Yeah.
remove all the breast tissue.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say.
Thanks, buddy.
So they go and physically remove all the breast tissue and then the female breast tissue and then sew it back up.
Okay.
Whoa.
And remove excess skin and make sure the titty looks, the nipple now looks flush and level.
Interesting.
And I mean, like a lot of dudes who have
Now-
gynecomastia,
What's that?
it's where they have actual like breast tissue, like female breast tissue. I
Man
have
boobs.
gynecomastia.
Me too. I had it back in the day. I was like,
Uh,
yeah, you
does
got a
it-
little titty on there.
Yeah, regardless
too.
of how much weight I lost or whatever, this would never.
I feel like
I
I
just
had
have-
that because I've always had big nipples, and I thought it was just because
Drink
I
a
was
lot of
like
milk as a kid?
Irish.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's why,
Yup.
So I'm basically, I got
Just being
like
Irish.
chick tits.
in a sense, yeah.
I got chick tits.
We just got a little
Did
extra
even-
fat on the titty range.
Even when
that's
you were
all.
in the military, did you ever lose them?
No,
There you
and
go.
like,
So sad. No.
I just.
You might not have diagnosed, like you might not have extreme gynecomastia, but you might have, yeah.
Do you know what I thought would get rid of it? Making my pecs bigger.
Push-ups?
Nope, and it made it worse almost.
I don't know. Should we look at my nipple?
I mean, did it make it bouncy? Like, has
I
it
think
always
it's
just been
bouncy.
super like rubbery and bouncy?
I don't know. But I think we have to look at my nipple.
Just no, you can do it through the shirt. Look, we're doing it through the shirt right
Okay.
Yeah, like
now.
mine
So,
definitely.
but see, like, no, like, can the area around it?
Okay.
Can you
Not
bounce
the
your
nipple
titty?
itself? Do you have? Yeah. Is there cushion?
No.
Okay. I want. This is gonna be weird.
Are you gonna touch my titty?
No, I want you to feel my titty, and then don't just hit at home, kids.
Okay.
Feel how it feels like a woman's breast almost. Like,
Okay.
slightly.
Feel mine.
Yeah. No.
See, I got a
You
titty.
don't have that fat. Do you feel that like fatty?
Yeah.
Do I have a titty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a titty, right? Yeah, I got a titty.
Okay. So I actually don't have said titties.
Hey,
Okay, you're
no
just fat.
titties.
Just kidding. I can say that I'm a fat American
Fucking reject.
and a fat American.
Get outta here.
Well, I tell you what, guys.
Not-
I
not
didn't
two
think
titles.
I would come here today and get my tits grabbed.
You're
Hey, that was
not.
not on my bingo card tonight.
That was hot.
You're not a member of the itty bitty titty committee.
Matt goes, "We're gonna have to take a break."
Me and Calvin
Yeah.
are members of the itty bitty titty
Itty
committee.
bitty titty committee.
Itty bitty titty committee.
Need a break?
Hashtag mosquito bites. I'm kidding.
Well,
Oh,
that's
high school.
interesting. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
And also, I feel
I
better.
mean, you also need to go get an MRI and like all that other stuff to make sure that it is actually really gynecomastia and not just a fatty deposit.
yeah.
All right.
Because if you have gynecomastia, you probably would be able to lactate as well.
Whoa.
What? Men can lactate?
Yes.
What?
Yes, because okay,
Go.
What?
Go off.
at the beginning of
Time.
no, but at conception,
There once was a man
and
and,
then
a woman.
you know, like the single cell. Well, what is two cells, sperm and egg, then divide and become a zygote, and like divide more, and then all that, and then they become blastula, and then they become a blastula first, then a zygote. Zygote is like when they're starting to form. So then, every cell or every like baby embryo starts out as. Can you guys tell me?
Zygote.
female, right?
Correct. Every single one starts out as female.
Okay.
It's the Y chromosome, obviously, that makes it determine whether the hormones start producing, a certain way or
So
a
we're just
different way.
we're just all
Sorry, go ahead.
we're just all chicks with dicks then.
Yeah,
Uh,
it always starts off with XX, right?
In a
And then
sense,
the
yeah.
Y, they either choose the X and it passes over, right, or the Y passes over, or they both pass over, but one's recessive, right, or something like that.
So
Or is it more down to just I forget, right? Because there's like the 4 blocks, it's recessive.
how it
genes
works?
and-
So how it works is basically when you have your mom's egg, which can only provide, if you're thinking about it in simplified terms,
XX.
it can only provide XX. Correct. Male sperm can provide XX and XY. That's what determines whether it is a female.
So the man decides or
Or,
determines.
I'm sorry, it's XY.
Yep.
Sorry, my bad. Male
So-
can only provide XY. So when this is what it is. When those meet up, so the egg over here, XX, XY, they come in together. When those separate, if it's XY in the main one, that's male. If it's XX in the main one, when they separate, then it's female.
Nice.
So let's say, just like with Down syndrome or like with other things, or like twins even, when two sperm meet into a single egg or whatever, then you get two separates. That's why it's usually when there's twins, it's male-female.
Oh,
Most of the time.
Interesting.
Most of the time. Not all the time. Most of the time. In cases where it's male-male twins, most of the time it was that two sperms got into one egg.
Really? Mm-hmm. Interesting, bro. That's kind of crazy, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, because if it was
shit
just
our
one
bodies
egg,
can do,
if it was one egg and one sperm, if it was one egg, one sperm,
That's why I really feel like there's something, because it's like we're so intricate, you know?
Yeah.
or two eggs, could be two eggs
We're
you got
so
fertilized too. There's a lot of different scenarios.
Two eggs can what?
There's a lot of different scenarios that could happen.
Yeah.
Two sperm fertilize one egg. Two eggs gets fertilized by two different sperm. And that's where you get paternal and fraternal twins.
Superheroes? Oh.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Superhero.
Radioactive twins. No.
Mutants.
Damn.
Don't
Yeah.
call them
Crazy.
that. That's mean. I'm kidding.
But yeah, so
Dude,
Nuts.
Science Hour with Calvin. I got one for you guys. Did you guys hear about this Pentagon official claims alien mothership could send ships to Earth? And that they think that there's an alien the Pentagon said that there's probably an alien mothership sitting out in the galaxy sending drones to our planet.
Yay.
Pentagon document.
oh yeah.
What do you
It's
think about
happening.
that? Bro.
Oh yeah. I
No.
expected it to come out at some point. That there's other life. out
I
there.
feel like it's been like this for a long time and we didn't know.
Yeah.
And also, it could be like, we've talked about this so many times about like possibly staging something for, you know what I mean? Like
We laid it
fear
on the-
tactics.
Covering up for the pedos.
Yeah. Some sort of staging event.
Yeah, we definitely landed on the moon. No.
You think so?
I think if you look at the
I'm
cost,
starting to swing that way now.
it was more expensive to do the film set than it would have been to actually do the moon landing itself.
No.
Here we go.
No way. Where does it say that?
So think about all the costs.
That was too many. I clicked too many buttons.
Double click. No, okay. So seriously though, realistically, what's a fucking movie budget? You know what I'm saying? Like even
Millions.
well, think,
So,
okay.
so the moon landing from 1968 to 1972,
yeah.
the first mission to successfully land, which was Apollo 11, cost approximately $355 million.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, I was off a little bit.
And
I thought it was gonna be way more expensive.
But that was in 1968.
Yeah.
So now look up how much it was,
It was closer to 1969.
Okay, so see what the inflation ratio is.
and then also look up how much one of Stanley Kubrick's Space Odyssey. You know what I mean? Be like, what was the budget for Space Odyssey? Because that's probably a similar budget
Yeah.
for this. You know what I mean? I would
Probably
assume.
10 million.
I would assume something like that.
Well, the
I'm
problem
still
is
surprised
you're doing it live though. You're
Yeah.
having to fake it live.
Did they
Yeah.
know? Because all they had to do was record it and then act like it's being shown live. People didn't know dick about fucking
Well, there
live
were people.
broadcasting back then.
There were people at Cape Canaveral.
Yeah, no. But I mean,
That's what I'm saying. So like,
you can still broadcast to them live and have those guys sitting in another room like.
But did you ever?
no. Like you can sit like bleachers outside and you can watch it launch.
But,
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
but
saying
the
that.
thing is like I've never seen like a picture of it or a video of it leave like a ship, like a spaceship, like leaving our atmosphere.
They always do this.
It arcs. It always arcs towards the Bermuda Triangle,
Every
and that's
time.
why I think the Bermuda Triangle is a fucking entrance to the middle of the Earth.
Either an entrance to the middle of Earth or like a
So-
wormhole out of Earth.
Yeah,
Like that's the way to go.
into space.
But so then they
Can
could,
I
let me
can I
quick say
make a
this.
counterpoint real quick to just counter the whole arc thing, just real quick?
Yeah.
So, if you were to leave Earth right here, yes, the Earth is spinning, correct?
My hand is Earth.
Okay, so his thing. Now I want you to spin. Now that's going to make an arc, is it not?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But still, you never see it. There should be a.
Yeah.
There should
I
be
would
a
think-
big.
I would think it would go straight up. I just think
wouldn't
it would
it
go
be a
straight up.
Wouldn't there be like okay, so
Like when it leaves the atmosphere.
yeah, it has to leave the atmosphere through
Yeah.
through like a
You
thick
never
layer
never
of
see it
something.
leave.
No, it gets thinner as you go up.
Then
We're
how
the
come
thickest
stuff
layer.
catches on fire coming in
because
and not
it's-
leaving?
Exactly, because it's
so
like
because
more.
you're hitting less things.
Yeah, yeah.
So as you're coming back into the atmosphere,
it's thicker.
friction, because you're hitting more and more things, and the atmosphere is getting thicker and
the-
thicker as you're getting closer because of gravity and weight. All the heavier elements and all the heavier particles and air are dragged down to us, our level
Okay.
right here. This is the thickest part of the air.
This is what it feels like when you're like at the top of the atmosphere, and then as you go down, it goes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It really
Yeah.
starts to rub because
It's
there's
like
more.
Yeah.
So if it gets harder and
It'd be
harder,
like rubbing a cloth to
wouldn't
start.
eventually you'd punch a hole through it.
Huh?
So wouldn't we hear that or like see it or like there'd be some sort of
Well, it's
visual,
not-
It's
right?
breaking the sound
So-
barrier.
Yeah, sound
happens.
barrier. That's where the sound barrier is, but it's more of like sound. It's like so like the atmosphere is like all chemicals and shit that are like they're not connected. They just look connected. You know what I'm saying? Like you can.
Did you know you
It's
can,
not like water. They're not as
Right.
thick as water,
Right.
right?
Did you know
So
you
they're
can
not,
break the
like,
sound barrier
you know-
standing still?
Wow.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you can go through
Crack a
water.
whip.
You can still go through water, and the water moves around you, but it's thicker, right? So
Yeah.
think of that. Think of like really light water that you're going through, and the deeper you get, it's literally
Yeah.
just like going through water. Deeper you get, the more.
Is
it's
it
gonna-
water up there?
Call it the firmament, man. I don't know. I just don't think we
Wait.
went to the moon. Honestly, I just
How do you-
think I think we either did, and we're super far advanced, and we're literally like part of a fucking like extraterrestrial thing where it's like
Like an agreement that we can't go back up?
either we can't go back up, or they're like, you guys cannot disclose this to the human race because you guys are just fucking psychotic. You need to be on a certain level before they know about this, like, or else you guys are just gonna implode. It's already happened to planets.
Yeah, and they're like raising
Or-
consciousness until we
or-
can handle the truth.
Handle it exactly
Or
right.
the moon is a barren rock and it provides no extra resources or is not worth
Ooh.
the time or money spent.
Here's one.
Which
you ever-
would make sense on why
Could
we don't
very
go
well
back
be,
there.
yeah.
Very true. Or did you ever hear of when they landed? So when they, I forget what it was. When they shot the, I want to. It was either the lunar,
Is they.
the lunar lander, NASA.
Oh, okay.
When they went up, and then they, don't quote me on this. It was either the mission where they landed on the moon, or it was, I believe it was the mission they landed on the moon, or it was a different one. But they basically had to jettison the lunar craft and hit the moon, right? They had to like jettison it into the moon, basically, like kind of fast, where it crashed into the moon, basically. And I can't remember who it was. I want to say, I don't think it was Collins. It might have been Collins. They said when they hit the moon, it rang like a bell for hours.
Whoa.
Rang like a bell. Boom. For hours,
I
he
could-
says. So what if the moon is the spacecraft? What if the moon is the alien
Is
spaceship?
the mothership?
Looking like the goddamn Death Star. Why do you think they made Star Wars? Why do you think they made the Death Star? Because they're like, oh, this
Whoa.
couldn't happen.
Dark
This
side
is-
of the moon?
Yeah, this is sci-fi. This isn't real.
Well, I mean, unless George Lucas is lying, he based that whole thing off of, like the Nazi, like the Empire is supposed to be like the Nazi era.
Think about it though, right? So, and then it's based off the Nazi era, and then that shit also ties in. So, if the Nazis actually found either inner Earth beings or extraterrestrial beings, what if the Nazis found out they're like, fuck, the moon is literally this? They're literally in the moon. Holy shit, right? They're either in space or they're under the Earth or in the moon. Oh my god, right?
There's also a video of an astronaut. Did you see that one of like he was working on the ISS and he like covered up where like UFOs were like going behind the moon?
Yeah. Yes.
Like what the fuck? And he was like trying to cover it up with his hand.
Bro, you can see the live streams cut on that shit a bunch.
See, like if we were to have done, like now, let's say we've never been to the moon, and then all of a sudden in 2015 or 2017 they were like, we're gonna make our attempt to go, and then they did it, I would have more questions now.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I definitely think it was much harder to fake back then. That good.
Yeah.
So I think it
Personally.
was harder to fake back then, but I also think it was like,
I think I'm on team we landed on the moon. I think I'm swayed.
I'm stuck in the middle.
I'm swayed.
I see it. Oh, that's another.
Like it's harder to fake, but it would be easier
Especially
to
back
easier
then.
to do now, but it would be harder to fake now, right? So it's harder to fake, but maybe easier to do back then because maybe it's simplified or some shit,
Yeah.
right? But like I'm stuck. We either can't leave here or we left here and we're part of something way bigger.
There also wasn't a lot of people like us who speculate on everything. You know what I mean? Back in the 60s. Like,
Or
they
there
weren't
was,
allowed
but
to
there
free
wasn't the
think.
internet to
I
let
guess
us
they were.
connect, you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
to where
the
we
networking. Yeah.
feel more. There's not so many of us now. There's like, oh, everyone's questioning everything. Back then, you just think you're that one person in town. It's like, we didn't land on the moon.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, you crazy
Fucking
bastard.
hippie.
Yeah, you fucking hippie. How much of that fucking lettuce did you smoke today, hippie?
Yeah. Damn.
Fucking peyote.
Team Moon.
Team. So you got swayed, huh?
I think so, dude. Like, there's so many more. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy too, because like you look at evidence one way, and you're like, wow, there's so many compelling things that could work. But like, I don't know. I think I'm team. We went to the
A
moon.
lot of compelling things on the other side too.
Yeah,
That's what's got me
right.
fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Before today, I was like pretty 50-50.
Well, how do you see? This is my thing. Like I literally would watch videos, and you can see fishing, like fish wire pulling up astronauts and shit. Like I've seen with my own eyes these videos, like multiple ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like on the spaceships.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have
The
to,
way they're twirling around.
you also have to
question.
realize that a computer at the time of the moon landing was the size of this room.
Who's taking the
Yeah.
video? Who took the video? Who took the video of the astronauts?
It was on the spacecraft itself.
It was.
He was on the spacecraft.
It's
He
always
was
a
ready
question
with
I
that
like to know.
picture.
It's always a question I ask. I'm like, who, you know? I don't know. We might have landed on the moon. We might have not.
That's the
shit.
fun. That's the fun.
Right? That's the fun of it. That's the fun of questioning it and being open-minded enough to, like, be open to both. You know, we did or we didn't. You shouldn't be shut off to the other one just because you think one thing.
Yeah.
You know? Your opinion can always change.
For sure.
You know?
That's why we discuss these things.
Yeah. Stay true to yourself, but always know your opinion can change. It's information. With information comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes power.
With power becomes
Well-
great responsibility.
I think the biggest thing.
Uncle Ben!
I think everyone's biggest like saying for this Apollo thing is like, hey, the lighting on it was so weird. It looks like studio lighting. Would you agree with that? But the thing about the moon is it doesn't have an atmosphere. So light isn't dispersed the same way
True.
as it does when it hits our atmosphere. Because like,
Is that what? Sorry.
no, you're good. Because like the reason we see orange and yellow in our sunsets is because as it hits the dust and all the particles in the air, it refracts and starts giving off
Okay. I mean, it makes sense.
other,
Is that why the
blocks certain wavelengths. I
the
should say.
actual craft that landed on the moon, is that why the pictures of it? Have you seen like what the material looks like? It looks like it's made out of fucking tinfoil or some shit. Is that why it looks like that? Because like the light from the picture is weird. It just looks like it was a cardboard fucking box that some kid
No,
made.
they just used like the strongest metal and lightest metal that they had at the time. Strongest and lightest, I think. It was
Vibranium?
titanium. No, it's not vibranium.
I've been watching. We've been going through the Marvel timeline, so that's funny
so
as shit.
great.
Dude, go watch What If.
Oh, I've heard it's,
It's
good.
so good.
I've heard it's
It's
good.
so good.
I've heard good things about
Even if
it.
you don't watch the whole thing, watch the last episode for real.
Okay. Does it tie
It's
into
really-
everything?
No,
Marvel's
but really
legit.
good.
Okay. Dude,
It's good on its own.
All right.
Excuse me.
So before you guys watch this, or once you watch this, this will have already happened. But we got fucking Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman coming up for UFC 286, dog.
Is that this Saturday?
Tomorrow, yeah, this Saturday, dude.
Oh shit, tomorrow.
So did you guys see what happened last time they fought? Let me
I
show you
genuinely
quick.
don't think I've ever watched
To
a
help
UFC
me
fight
out,
in my life.
yeah, I was gonna say to help me out. Let me know like the records and what division.
Leon
Yeah, I kinda
is
get that.
welterweight. So welterweight, 170.
yeah, tiny guys.
Bigger guys, medium size. They're
Medium.
They're
They're
usually
between lightweight and
no.
medium weight.
So it goes bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, heavyweight.
so yeah. So it's
Yep,
between-
and then flyweight. Flyweight goes before bantamweight. So these guys are 170. They probably walk around about 200. Anywhere from like 185, 200. They probably walk around. So there's some big boys.
and then
Yeah.
they do cut or
Cut
whatever
down.
you get
Weight
done.
cuts. Yep, 10, 15 pounds is usual. But so Leon Edwards, just his whole UFC career, he's just getting fucked over. He wins, but he wins like with an eye poke or something. Like he just gets really unlucky, right? Last couple fights, smokes motherfuckers, right? But then he fights Nate Diaz and almost loses in the last round because Nate Diaz is just rocking his shit, right? Kicks the shit out of Nate Diaz for the whole fight. Then he almost loses in the last round, right? Kind of crazy, right? So he fights Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman's a wrestler. This man is on a fucking tear. I don't think he's lost since Leon Edwards. I don't believe he has. Kamaru Usman is 20-2, so he's lost one time besides Leon Edwards, and Leon Edwards is 20-3 with one no contest. So these boys are the cream of the crop. You know what I mean?
Good fight.
So the last fight, this is what Leon Edwards did to Kamaru Usman. Pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah, we'll cover it. Don't need it.
I'll show you too, Calvin.
Legs
I'm sorry, hold on.
Legs like tree trunks.
He, mind you, he probably maybe won or tied the first round and then got absolutely fucked up for like 3 rounds straight. So this is round 5 with like a minute left, we'll say. I think it's about a minute left.
Ooh.
Wow.
You hear that?
I heard it.
Oh, man, he's trying to figure out what day it is, what time it is,
bro.
what his name is,
Where is that?
where his
Slept
mom
him.
is.
Headshot. Dead.
Oh, my
Bro, look at
gosh.
him. Out cold. Stiffed up, out cold. He didn't wake up for like a couple minutes.
Wow.
That's how bad he smoked him, right? All right.
Wow.
Crazy, right? Headshot. Dead.
He is on it.
Crazy knockout though, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yo, P holding it down.
you know, he goes to his corner in the 4th. His coaches are he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Stop feeling sorry for yourself and get out there," right? And he gets pumped up and knocks him out, right? Coming back, Kamaru was like, he's like, he forgot what happened. I rolled through him in all those rounds. I just fucked up for a couple seconds, right? But getting knocked out like that changes things for you. You know, he didn't just get TKO'd. He got knocked clean out,
yeah.
dude. I think Leon's going to take this one.
Yeah?
I think so, dude. I think Leon's going to take it, man, because you don't come back from a knockout like that and beat
Place
the
your
top
bets
guy in
now?
the world. Yeah, place your bets now, dude. I believe Leon's the underdog,
You want me to
actually.
place a bet for you?
I do, actually. Can you?
Yeah,
Can you throw like 50 or 100 on Leon for me?
probably.
I'll pay you right now.
Yeah.
What's the
Run it.
most you've
We'll get
ever
figured out.
won from a bet?
Me?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Start
What's
with
the
you,
most
Calvin.
you've ever won from a bet?
How much? What's the most?
Yeah, you've ever won from a bet.
I want to say close to like $1,500.
Wow.
It was a golf prop bet.
Damn.
Nice
You
one.
golf?
Golf? No. I golf. Yeah, I golf.
I golf too.
Really?
Golfing.
Let's go golfing this year.
Golfing. Benny,
Rekindled on the
Elevate
course.
Studios golf outing.
Oh, golf outing. Yeah.
Elevate Studios golf outing right there.
I like it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Like 5,300 something.
What, a hole?
Oh no, that's how much I won.
Damn, on a bet? That's crazy.
So technically, if we're talking a single bet,
yeah.
I
one bet.
won. Like I think it was a little bit over $2,000.
Damn.
And then if we're betting, I had my boy T. You know who he is. I'll tell you his name after. I ran this dude up to like 5,000 plus on NHL.
On Shell?
Just double or nothing, double or nothing, double or nothing, double or nothing.
Damn.
Shell, bro.
Damn.
Yep.
So he paid up?
Yeah, he paid up.
Wow.
Yep. He's a
Impressive.
good man. Took a little bit, but he paid
Most
up.
I've ever won from bets like maybe $5-20. I don't know.
Ever?
I just don't make bets. I'm not a risk taker.
I feel that.
I'm scared.
You're a smart risk taker.
Hey,
Yeah.
the money you've lost is low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Facts.
That's true.
So sometimes you gotta take a risk, but like I said, smart risks. You know.
Yeah. for
Every
sure.
time I lose at the
Calculated.
casino, I sit here in my head and say that's a dumbass risk.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have done it, but hey, you know, 500 later, we'll
we
just
still
say
walk in there
okay.
every time.
It literally every time, just
Son of a bitch.
every time I go to Detroit, Motor City, here I come, losing on the slots and blackjack, fucking assholes. But you know, I think to get back to it, sorry, I think oh yeah, we were checking on the betting odds.
Yeah.
I think Leon's gonna take it though.
I'm gonna say he's gonna be plus 422.
He's not that much of an underdog.
Plus
I don't know what any of that
217.
means. I don't know what that means. What
Plus
is
217.
what is that?
Leon
Means
Edwards.
that if you put in $100, you'd get paid 217 back plus your original 100.
Okay.
Betting odds.
Interesting.
Under means Under means underdog, right? If you're negative like 500, you're a major underdog, right? Or is that the
No,
betting favorite?
you're the favorite.
Yeah, plus 500 means you're a
You're
sick
the
underdog.
underdog.
That's okay. Yep, I knew that. I'm just being a fucking buzzed
If you
ass.
get paid more on the bet, you are not
Yep.
favored to win.
Yep, risk 260 to win $100,
Plus
right?
260.
Usman, who's the wrestler who got knocked out, is minus 260. So Edwards comes back at plus 210. So, but people don't
Is
realize
that on
this.
FanDuel, BetMGM, Caesar? What's that on?
CBS,
CBS.
FanDuel.
That place has everything.
I can look it up with this.
I think they're all the same, right?
No.
Really?
Nope.
When no one hears your joke.
And
Because
then,
it's all about the action.
I'm
right?
sorry. What'd you say?
Fuck it, dude.
It's all on.
I'm not that desperate for attention.
What's the fight?
It's all about action, right? UFC 286 main event. Because it's the action makes the right. The betting action is what determines the over and under, right?
Like what people are betting on it?
Yeah.
No.
Right? No, I thought so. Or is it the pundits and the fucking analysts who
That.
kind of decide that? Really?
Vegas, yeah. So Vegas basically puts together an entire team that like analyzes. Okay, this is.
Doesn't it change though? Because
It
so they're-
changes, yeah, based on
Betting.
not completely based on how many people are betting what.
but it's what
It
they're
does-
betting
it
and how
does-
much money, right?
Right. It affects the odds like late, but
Yeah.
it doesn't affect it in the initial like part of betting.
Right. Yeah. No. Because there's
initial part.
a scandal that's going on in the UFC. That there was this coach who was betting on all of his fighters, all the shit, which is legal. But he had like a Discord and he was like betting for other people. And one of his fighters went out and it looked like he was throwing a fight. Or not throwing a fight, but it was like the dude clearly had an injured leg and he walks out and just starts throwing fucking leg kicks. Like kicks at the guy's body. It's like you're throwing a damaged leg. And he fucking folds within like 30 seconds.
Damn.
And he gets TKO'd because of his leg. So this guy comes in, they're like, oh, you're fucking cheating. He's on Ariel Helwani talking about how he makes more money betting than he does coaching. And he's like one of the better coaches, right? And
you told me about this.
right, yeah, yup. So FBI is involved in all this shit too. And he what was I saying? He the reason it happened was because I think he made a post in his Discord. The reason they found out about it is because he made a post in like his Discord or something is what they're speculating. And the betting line just fucking shot up because so many people were betting on this dude to fucking lose by TKO in the first round because he's injured.
Oh, damn.
So they kind of fucking knew, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But it made the line, you can real time see the line go, shink,
Whoa.
which is what,
On the app Sportsbook, it won't let me see him.
no. Yeah, but yeah, so crazy,
Wow.
right? So that's why I was curious. I didn't know if you were telling me no, but so more,
It's not a complete. It is this much affected by it.
right, more coming up towards the fight.
Once the game starts, it's affected by the game itself.
I feel you. Oh, here we go, FanDuel.
Betting. It's crazy.
I love
That's-
betting, bro. I'm such a degenerate gambler. Oh, I'm fucking degenerate, dude.
I would love to be that, but it scares
No,
me because
you wouldn't.
I'm like the
No,
only.
you wouldn't.
I'm
Facts. No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
It'd be fucking very
As
lucky.
much as I love,
by that
as
I-
much as I love going to the casino, no, you wouldn't.
by that I mean, I wish I had income to throw around. You know what I
feel
mean?
that, yeah.
But I'm too scared. I'm like,
Stay scared.
my money. I gotta put it away.
Smart. Stay scared, bro.
Gotta put it away.
The money I lose in
SpongeBob,
gambling
boy.
makes me so mad sometimes. Like at your goddamn house, bro. Oh my god, I could fucking.
Cards are rough.
I've been
I hired a
playing.
dealer, so I don't deal anymore. So he actually
Nice.
shuffles. And
Is it Rudy?
No.
No.
Nope.
Bro, you don't understand how good of cards I've been playing, dude.
Yeah.
Calvin can attest. I've
Tyler
been
can attest to.
I've been playing the best cards out of anyone at that fucking table for like the 2 times I went there, and I got. It's how the cards fall. This is gambling, but I
And
got
the
fucked,
river,
bro.
The river be rivering.
Bro, every time.
The river be rivering.
Every time, bro.
Really
Fucked me
rivering.
over so bad,
The
dude.
river be rivering.
Bro. When Calvin's finally not banned from Gun Lake Casino, fuck you, Gun Lake Casino, for that. But no, technically not the casino. Fuck who?
I'm not gonna say their names.
You know who
What a
you are,
nice
you
guy.
goddamn Ishkade motherfuckers. You know who you 2 bitches are. You man bitch and you female bitch. You know who the fuck you is.
And my fucking food director.
Yeah, and you can suck a dick, food director. Yeah, you know who the fuck you are. We won't say no
He's not a
names.
director. I'm not gonna give him more.
Go
credit.
direct that
Shut
food
up.
somewhere else.
You're just a manager, bro. You ain't doing shit.
Direct
So-
that food right up
Yeah,
your
he is.
ass.
Yeah, fuck boy. So, but when we do, I'm bringing you to the casino.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just so you know. I got
Or
you.
I'm good vibes, dude.
could.
That's what I'm saying.
If we're feeling it. Ooh.
Motor City.
No. I have a free room at Firekeepers.
Dude,
We could film next week's or another week's episode from Firekeepers on a Friday night.
we should get some smelling salts.
Yes, those motherfuckers, bro.
Poppers.
I laughed because you're here. I'm sorry, that was too much.
Did I miss something?
Those
That's like a
poppers
gay
are
thing,
like,
bro.
yeah, poppers are like huge. No,
but I know, dude.
poppers are huge in the gay community.
Really?
Yeah, do you know what you can use as a substitute?
Bro, this bitch looks at me. She's like, "You want some poppers?" I was like, "What the fuck
Do you know
is
what you
this?"
can
She
use
goes,
as a
Wait,
"It just
substitute?
makes you want to be opened up."
I guess I don't know exactly.
Am I wrong?
It does.
What the fuck is a
Apparently.
popper? Apparently, I don't know.
Makes you want to be
Some-
opened up.
And it's something you smell.
What do you mean by that?
It's like a smelling salt.
Oh,
but it's
yeah,
like
it loosens up everything.
Like
you
your
call-
sphincter?
Would
Your
you call it an
sphincter,
aphrodisiac?
everything. Oh, yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, it makes you horny as fuck.
Yeah.
What?
It loosens your butthole.
What is it?
Makes you want to fuck, get fucked. Huh?
What is it?
Basically, it's vacuum head cleaner.
Yeah.
Or VCR head cleaner.
And that's it? I'm like, fucking, let's go.
They have like bottles of
It's
it.
a
don't they?
it's a high proof alcohol.
Whoa.
Yeah. They smell it and then they're just like, "Well, my butthole's
Man,
loose. Let's go."
I was just making a joke.
Basically, though.
Yeah,
right?
no, when you said poppers, I was like, that's like a word.
That's why I laughed.
Wow.
Like, you cracked up. I was like,
It's like I knew you knew.
no,
I saw your face.
Guarantee I could scroll grind right now. Someone asking for poppers right now. Guaranteed.
That's why I saw you out of the corner of my eyes. I was like, "This is dumb." I know you know.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
Okay.
Butthole open.
Fascinating.
They're funny.
Let's get the fuck out of here, buddy.
Let's get the fuck
It's
out of here.
8:30.
I'm ready. I'm
Yeah, I know.
ready to talk, dog. So I'm sorry, guys. Hey,
It's fine.
We can keep talking, but the camera's going off.
shout out motherfucking Benny Kana. Shout out Elevate Studios.
Shout out your mom.
Rekindled fucking podcast in this. Calvin.
Oh, and I don't know if anyone's going to be listening to the end part here, but if you are listening to the end part here, make sure to check out Matt Bogard Comedy. It's actually, there's a link to my YouTube page on
Right
the
there.
Elevate Studios.
And it's right above his head.
Um,
Maybe.
I am starting a comedy page now because I did my first stand-up. I'm going to get the footage of it sometime this week, and I will start uploading all my stand-up on there.
Oh, yeah.
And on TikTok, and I started a Facebook. Matt Bogard Comedy. Check it out. And another pod coming too
the
soon.
homies.
Greenbud Guru podcast.
Greenbug Guru coming soon.
Greenwood, Benny Hour.
Benny Hour coming
Benny
soon.
Hour.
Got some
Greenbud
stuff coming.
Yeah.
All right.
Made
Killing
you
the
some
game, eh?
I'm outta
Much
here.
love to everybody, dog. We love you
Daddy
all.
made you your favorite.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day, yo.
Open wide.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Let's go not get drunk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go get it.
I'm gonna go get shit faced. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Bye-bye.
Dude.